this again? We're we're just we're just doing this some more. I guess we never really stopped doing it, but we're just gonna keep doing it. We're just gonna keep doing this. Well, at least we won. Yes, Jays win 2-1 over the worst team in baseball, the Cincinnati Reds, in the first of 3 games at Skydome. I mean, nothing new here, guys. Everybody in this game, I'm talking about all 52 participants on both rosters, everyone continued to be who they've been. They just kind of were consistent at each other, and the end result is the Blue Jays barely win as a team that is pitching real good and hitting real bad versus a team that is hitting real bad and pitching a little bit worse. In all seriousness, Hyunjin Ryu looked pretty hittable. Honestly, he gave up at least 1 hit every inning. Most of them were extra base hits. I think a better hitting team would have kicked the crap out of him in this game, but he's playing the worst team in baseball, so he was able to strand a lot of base runners. The numbers will look good. It didn't inspire a whole lot of confidence, honestly. Ryan Borucki has been disappointing in his big league time, and today he was disappointing. Just seemed to not have any confidence in his fastball, despite the fact that it's easily his best pitch. And he threw his slider a lot and didn't hit the strike zone at all. So, not great. Simber, Garcia, Romano all looked great. They've been great all year. They were great tonight. So they are at where they've been. They are the same place. And it's a good place, but as expected. Bo and George both had big clutch hits with runners in scoring position. That's important. And weren't really that dangerous outside of those hits, but those hits, that's good. Okay, one break from status quo. Okay, one exciting thing happened. Bradley Zimmer got 2 hits, 2 doubles. And they were the kind of doubles that we kind of envisioned him being get, where it's not even like he hit the ball especially hard. Okay, the first one he hit the ball pretty hard, but the second one was kind of like a little bouncer, a little kind of soft turf single, and he hustled it out for a double. This guy, his speed is his best weapon, and he simply hasn't been able to use it because he can't get on base. But he was able to use that speed to turn what would have been for other hitters singles and turn them into doubles, and that directly led to the first Blue Jays run. And in a game where you win 2-1, the first run is very important and very noteworthy. So great job, Bradley. Easily your best game as a Blue Jay, except that you did kind of mess up that one ball in center field. Whatever, I don't care. You hit the baseball. Proud of you. Way to go, bud. But other than that, it's been the same as it always was. Matt Chapman hit the ball hard. He was, rewarded one time, but otherwise kind of was flailing around at stuff. Vladdy and Teo both continue to not be able to hit right now. I don't know if Vladdy is getting his hits, I suppose, but not in key moments, and he doesn't really seem to have the firmest idea what he's doing up there at the plate, and Teo looks utterly lost. Having Gurriel out of the lineup, I think, was a net positive in this one, because that put Santiago Espinal, who got 2 more hits today, that put him in the 5 hole, where I think he should be for the next little while until he proves he can't handle it. At this point, he's our second or third best hitter on the team, so yeah, the 5th spot works out fine. But it's kind of like, this team that just can't string hits together, they did one time, and that was enough for them to win the game, because they were facing off a team that is hitting somehow worse than they are. Just, a win's a win. A win's a win, and you don't argue with it. Especially in a long season, you take every win. There's going to be some games where you don't deserve to win, and you do, and there's going to be some games where you deserve to win, and you don't. And theoretically, these kind of cancel each other out, right? So this is one where the Blue Jays didn't necessarily deserve to win, but they did, because they're facing a really bad team. So you take those, you put them in your pocket, and you walk away whistling, and you don't give it another thought. It's just, when you're reacting to these games, game by game, as I'm doing, it's just you look at this game and say, I didn't really see a whole lot there to inspire new confidence or to make me believe that they can do this against other better teams. But the thing is, they have been pretty much all year, so I don't know, man. I don't know. This team should hit, and it doesn't, and it's baffling to me. One day, they'll hit, and I'll breathe a sigh of relief and say, see, I knew it all along. But until then, I just look like an idiot, and I just wonder, how much do I really know about baseball? Right? I think I know a lot about baseball. I've been watching it my entire life. I don't know, man. This team should hit. I look at this team and I say, this team should hit, and it doesn't hit. And I'm like, well, now what? And the worst part is, I think that the Blue Jays are kind of doing that too. They're just kind of like, well, this team should hit, so over time, it will hit. That's it. That's our plan. And can't even really say it's a bad plan, but it's just kind of like, all right, but what are we supposed to do in the meantime? I guess what we're supposed to do is eke out 2-1 uninspiring wins over the Cincinnati Reds. All right. Yeah, honestly, not a lot to talk about this one. Jays win, that's good. Process-wise, not inspiring. Tomorrow we got Alek Manoah on the mound, and he's always fun to watch. Maybe the Jays will get some runs for him. It should be noted that Cincinnati had their best starter out there today. When everyone talks about who they're going to raid off of the cellar-dwelling Cincinnati Reds, Luis Castillo is invariably the name that comes up. So he's their best guy, which I guess is something, but I mean, like, guys. Anyway, we'll see if we can do a little better tomorrow in the middle game of a 3-game set. We have a couple of afternoon games for you as we go into Victoria Day weekend, so that's fun. Anyway, that's it for me. Not a whole lot to talk about here. This game didn't really elicit too many feelings other than a general sense of disquiet, but that's kind of been around for almost 2 months now, so I'm kind of numb to it now, honestly. But Alek Manoah inspires feelings of joy and pride. So we'll get a little bit of that tomorrow, which would be nice. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for watching this channel. Like and subscribe, etc. if you are so inclined. I will see you tomorrow afternoon. See you then.